Memories of Elvis. Now the greatest of all tributes to the greatest of all rock stars. For 3 hours, an NBC big event recaptures the man and his magic, with Anne Margaret recalling their long friendship. Memories of Elvis, Sunday at 8, 7 Central, right after the Mouseketeers in Disney World on NBC.
A convicted murderer says he held a gun to the head of one of his accomplices and forced him to shoot the wife of a Council Bluffs jeweler. We'll have that story next on News 3.
It's a great country, pass it on, everyone. Tomorrow's children have to carry on.
American small business needs reliable energy. Amoco has been a leader in drilling oil and gas wells in the United States and will spend more on drilling in the U.S. this year than ever before to help keep American small business in business.
It's a great country, pass it on.
The Hitchin' Post and Wooden Nickel, where jeans are just the beginning. Jeans are just the beginning. Hitchin' Post for guys, Wooden Nickel for gals.
When my boy wanted to be in rodeo, I said, J.D., you're too small to make it big. Then he became the youngest cowboy ever to qualify for the National Rodeo Finals. Now he tells me his favorite soft drink, Mr. Pibb's, gonna make it.
To the top, Pa. People really like its one-of-a-kind combination of flavors.
J.D., we're really on to something.
We're on to something. Taste why.
You're watching KMTV, Omaha. News 3 with Jeff Jordan, Jim Kelter, and Cheryl Henson.
Good evening. News 3 has learned that one of 3 persons sentenced to life in prison for the August 1975 murder of Council Bluffs jeweler John Lucy filed an affidavit today stating that he forced another man to participate in that crime. Joachim Furman's affidavit states that he held a gun to Joe Nuzum Jr.'s head during the jewelry store holdup and subsequent shootings. Furman said he and Nuzum are now asking for a new trial or a reduction of sentence for Nuzum. Ninette Beaver has a report.
Pottawatomie County Attorney Dave Richter said today that Joachim Furman and Joseph Nuzum Jr. have filed affidavits stating that Furman held a gun to Nuzum's head and forced him to shoot Mrs. John Lucy during the robbery of her husband's jewelry store in August of '75. In that robbery, John Lucy was shot to death, and Mrs. Lucy was left for dead. Furman and Nuzum both say now that Nuzum left the building before Lucy was murdered. Neither man testified at his respective trial. Furman's wife, Marcia, also serving a life sentence in connection with the case, did not testify either. The appeals of the 2 men have been turned down recently by the Iowa Supreme Court. Both say in the new affidavits that Furman and a man who was later a state's witness in the case threatened to kill Nuzum's family if he told the truth about events leading up to and concerning Lucy's murder. County Attorney Dave Richter said tonight he has some questions about the validity of the affidavits. Are you satisfied that these affidavits are not truthful?
Well, I'd never make such an all-encompassing statement as that. I feel there's parts of them that I have serious questions about.
And it will go before a judge?
Yes, this will go before a judge, and it will be docketed here in Pottawatomie County, and the judge will decide whether to grant a full-scale hearing or just to rule on the pleadings that are submitted and that are a part of the record as it is now.
Richter appeared annoyed by the new turn of events in the case. He said it was thoroughly investigated at the time and has been through the appeals process.
Well, that's one of the problems in the criminal law. These cases go on forever. A defendant elects first to remain silent, as they did in this case. Now he elects to talk, trying to get some relief from the courts. And the courts in this country are pretty lenient, and they let these things go on forever at the expense of the taxpayer. There should be an end to them at some point.
Fuhrman stated his reasons for his admissions in the affidavit. He said, in part, "I am making this statement in order to clear my own conscience. The pressure of this on my mind is the only duress that is causing me to tell the truth of the incident that I am guilty of. My only hope is that it will be of help to my wife and Joe Newsom, Jr. to gain the freedom that has been taken from them." Ninette Beaver, Channel 3 News.
2 Omaha teenagers have been arrested in connection with the July murder of former Council Bluffs police officer John Schweer. The 57-year-old former police captain was working as a security guard for several new car dealerships south of Council Bluffs on the night he was shot and killed. That was just 17 days after his retirement from the Bluffs force.